What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Nick Everett, coming to you live and in living color with Episode 2 of the WWE 2K19 Universe Mode, bringing you all the fallout from Backlash. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Nick Everett, coming at you live and in living color with WWE 2K19 Universe Mode Episode 2 Smackdown, featuring the fallout from Backlash. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, after yesterday's Backlash event, we have the Smackdown Live episode featuring all the fallout from last night's pay-per-view event. And before we get into that, we're going to take a look. Before we get into tonight's card, we're going to take a look at the power rankings and also show off a couple of new superstars that we've added to the roster since yesterday's pay-per-view event. So, of course, you can see the top 5: Garrett, Nick Everett, Aiden, Daniel, and Nick T. The top 5 in the power rankings. Christian just sitting outside of the power rank, outside of the top 5. Shan, the women's champion, and at 7. Nate Dogg, the Intercontinental Champion, at number 8. Zano at 9. Orantis at 10. Rosalie, Willie the Wheel, Brad, Kelsey. A couple new superstars in. Couple new superstars in. Brad, Kelsey, Manick, Nick B, Emily, Rico, and Morgan, rounding out our roster to 19 active members in what is sure to be a more thrilling, more compelling mix of divisions going forward throughout the next couple of episodes. Just hold on a second here, just having some technical issues. Oh, looks like we've got Garrett in the chat. What's going on, Garrett? Alright, so now let's take a look at tonight's match card, shall we? Yes, Garrett, the on-air thing means it just pops up whenever there's a comment or somebody new enters the stream. It's just to let me know that somebody new has entered the stream. Like right now, third person just entered the stream, so welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to take a look at tonight's match card. A couple new debuts happening. A couple new debuts on tonight's show, so let's get into it. First up, after successfully defending the Tag Team Championships at Backlash, Garrett will go one-on-one with Willie the Wheel in singles competition. Of course, Garrett will be joined by Nick Everett at ringside. Then in match number 2, Nate Dogg, the Intercontinental Champion, after successfully retaining his championship over Willie the Wheel, will take on Daniel and the debuting Nick B in a triple threat contest that is sure to be one hell of a challenge for our Intercontinental Champion. Then in our third match, we have the WWE Champion coming off his successful title defense against Daniel at the Backlash pay-per-view, will be taking on Brad in Brad's debut. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I understand a lot of Nicks on this roster. We're working on name changes to try and keep them from getting confused. And then in tonight's main event, we have the Smackdown Live Women's Champion taking on the debuting Kelsey in singles competition. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you that tonight's episode will feature many great moments and matchups. None should be better than the first match on the card tonight. Garrett versus Willie the Wheel. Of course, before we start this match, Willie the Wheel suffered an injury. Of course, he's suffering from an injury after his match against Nate Dogg at the Backlash pay-per-view. So a little not 100% coming into this matchup against Garrett, but he's going to need to act like he is, because Garrett is one tough son of a bitch. Let's start the show, shall we? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are live in Tucson, Arizona for Smackdown Live. Off the back of one hell of a Backlash pay-per-view, we are here tonight to deal with all the fallout. And let's kick things off with the former number one contender to the Intercontinental Championship, Willie the Wheel, taking on one half of the Smackdown Live Tag Team Championship, Garrett, in singles competition. Maybe Willie the Wheel looking for a little bit of retribution tonight after such a brutal beatdown at the hands of Nate Dogg last night at Backlash. And Garrett looking to keep the momentum rolling forward after the successful defense of the Tag Team Championships when he was undisputedly the MVP of the Tag Team Championship match last night. Of course, he'll have his partner, Nick Everett, at ringside watching his back just in case any shenanigans go down. And I think we know that Garrett is fired up for this match against Willie the Wheel. Of course, Garrett and Willie, two longtime friends outside of the ring, but tonight it's all about getting a win. Alright, and here he comes. Again, dealing with a minor injury here tonight, but would not stop him from competing here in tonight's matchup. Yes, they are, Garrett. Yes, they are. They are very they're rough. The low times in this game are very rough. But here comes Willie the Wheel. As he showed last night, a very tenacious competitor, not going to give up very easily, ready to go to war right now. Even through his injury, he's got the crowd behind him, and he's looking to get back to Intercontinental Championship glory. Yes, the ladies' man, Willie the Wheel. As you can tell, he is he's a crowd favorite, especially with the ladies. But yeah, he's looking for a big win here tonight against one half of the tag team champions to potentially put himself back in Intercontinental Championship contention. But this man looking to keep the momentum rolling forward after a successful defense of the Tag Team Championships. Garrett Garrett, you know, tenacious tag team competitor, but don't underestimate him as a singles competitor. A very talented competitor in the ring is Garrett, and tonight he's gonna prove it in one-on-one competition with his partner Nick Everett slowly coming behind him. Again, the fashion choice of the jacket. We're looking at some other options. He's looking at some other options, possibly changing up his entrance attire, but once decision was made to keep it for at least tonight. And here we go. Let's go. And Garrett right off the bat, what a huge bulldog to Willie the Wheel. And now a nice kick to the back here. Oop, and up into the Hurricane Rana. Oh, are we going to see it right away? Tiger Feint kick. Boom! The 619. Garrett to the top rope. And a splash. Could this be it? Right away, like only a couple seconds in this matchup, Garrett going back up to the top rope. Oh, frog splash, but the knees brought up by Willie the Wheel. Now bringing Garrett to his feet, and walk him over towards the ropes. Garrett uses his elbows to get out of that one. I don't remember what his nickname is. So now Garrett setting up Willie on the top rope and a avalanche Hurricane Rana. And now Garrett going back up to the top rope. And another frog splash. This time he connects. 1, 2, 3. And Garrett has won the opening contest in a surprising amount of time, ladies and gentlemen. When you have your third move of the match be the Tiger Feint kick, it's not going to last long. Willie the Wheel falls to Garrett in an inordinate amount of time. What a huge frog splash into the 1, 2, 3, and Garrett keeps the momentum rolling from his tag team match last night at Backlash. Let's the celebration here from Garrett and his partner Nick Everett ringside. The tag team champions on a roll, ladies and gentlemen, on a roll. Looking to the new tag teams, to step up and challenge them for the championships going forward. But Garrett with the easy victory. Now let's roll into our next match. Yes, the buffoon, Garrett. Unfortunately, just, again, one of those things that just picked a name. But our next match, I'm sure, will definitely not be as quick as we see the Intercontinental Champion in competition, Nate Dogg, taking on Daniel, and the debuting Nick B. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Intercontinental Champion. This is a battle of giants here in the new Smackdown Live. Nate Dogg, the current Intercontinental Champion, stands at 6'4". Daniel, the former #1 contender to the WWE Championship, stands at 6'3". And Nick B, standing, the newcomer into the WWE Championship picture, stands at 6'3" as well. I'm sure what is going to be a tremendous matchup from all three of these men. Nate Dogg trying to keep his momentum rolling forward, trying to keep the Intercontinental Championship winning streak alive. Daniel trying to get back in the win column after a disappointing showing against Aiden at last night's pay-per-view for the WWE Championship, and Nick B trying to come out and make an impact right away in his debut. Let's get down to business, shall we? And out first, the Intercontinental Champion, Nate Dogg. What is there to say about Nate Dogg that hasn't already been said? Of course, the athletic prowess of Nate Dogg. He can soar through the air like a cruiserweight, but has the ability to stick guys with power moves like a heavyweight. And he wants to show it off, ladies and gentlemen. He's the Intercontinental Champion, and he wants to prove that he's the Intercontinental Champion for a reason. So yeah, let's see how he fares tonight against two competitors just as big, just as strong, and just as quick as he is. Next up, we have Daniel coming to the ring. Of course, again, as I said earlier, a disappointing showing from Daniel in his WWE Championship match last night in the main event of Backlash, but hoping to rebound here with a win in a triple threat match against two competitors that I'm sure will be the very best of the new WWE Smackdown. Garrett and Nate, the same entrance, they have the same entrance. Both of them huge fans of Rey Mysterio, both idolize Rey Mysterio, so, you know, they're I guess the creativeness to try and alter the entrance a little bit, and that was, you know, not really there for them. But yeah, they have the same entrance. I'm sure that'll change in the future. But right now, let's take a look as Nick B coming to the ring, the newest member of the WWE SmackDown Live roster. I'm sure that he's going to be a huge presence in this WWE SmackDown Live locker room. A giant among men as he looks to win his debut match against the Intercontinental Champion and former #1 contender to the WWE Championship. A mountain of a man, as one might say. Alright, so here we go. Boom! Spinning heel kick doesn't phase Nick B, and Daniel now gonna take Nick B for a vertical suplex. Now Nate Dogg going after Daniel. Into the corner, clothesline by Nate Dogg. Ooh, big hands by Nick B. And yes, that is correct. I am not playing any of these matches. All simulation. Ooh, big elbow from the top rope. Huge kick to the back there on Nate Dogg as Nick B looking to assert himself as the dominant force. And look at this, a gut-wrench suplex? Yes, a gut-wrench suplex to Nate Dogg, the Intercontinental Champion now in retreat. Oof, huge chop to the head. And Dan gets taken down by that massive shoulder now. Big knee to the gut, and ooh, just run over by the freight train. That is Nick B. Into a power bomb position. Ooh, Yakuza cutter. And ooh, drop kick by Nate Dogg. Again, not phasing Nick B, but a spinning heel kick. Of course, a one-time finisher of Nick Everett being used, but Nick B to the outside, and one count kick out by Daniel. Now Nate Dogg gonna go for the Tiger Fane kick, aka the 619. And to the top rope, but Nate Dogg stopped by Nick B. And now a superplex? Oh, right onto Daniel. Ooh, what impact as Nate Dogg goes to the outside. And now Nick B calling for a running power slam to Daniel. Planted and into the cover, but a kick out immediately. What a no-sell of the running power slam by Nick B. You can tell that Daniel really went into business for himself right there. Of course, the complaints, the non-stop complaints throughout last night from Daniel about how his championship match was rigged. He got screwed. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't play that shit in this new... Oh, what a power bomb to the outside. We don't play this shit in this new WWE Smackdown Live. The man, you earn your opportunities, you earn your wins on this new Smackdown. And now, ooh, Nate Dogg. Oh, what an impressive kicks and stomps to the chest of Daniel into the cover. Here we go. One, and broken up by Nick B. And now, oh, Nate Dogg fighting out of that possible belly-to-belly suplex into another, oh, going for the Tiger Feint kick again, the 619 to Nick B this time. Both men, both Nick B and Daniel down. His cover, 1, 2, and a kick out by Nick B. Now a stiff kick to the back from Nick B. Oh, leg sweep, and now Nick B and Daniel back to their feet. Daniel staggers after the strong punch. And, ooh, Yakuza cutter to Daniel, and now Daniel fights his way back to his feet. Luthez press, and just raining shots down on Nick B. Into the pinfall attempt, 1, and a kick out by Nick B. Ooh, no, he misses the kick to the back, and now back elbow into the power bomb on a 2 count, but broken up by Nick B. Kick to the back of the leg, trying to take the big man off his feet. Elbow in the back of the head, overhand strike, and now a reverse choke slam. Face first into the canvas goes Nate Dogg, and into the cover goes Nick B. 1, 2, kick out by Nate Dogg. The Intercontinental Champion somehow staying alive in this match. Oh, big back body drop there by Nick B. Into a spine buster. Now Nate Dogg rolls to the outside. Daniel ripped from the turnbuckle as he was taunting the crowd. Into another Yakuza cutter by Nick B. Nick B's got Daniel right where he wants him. But knocked down by Daniel into the cover. Ref 1, kick out by Nick B. Into the vice-like grip on the shoulder now, trying to wear down the big man. Nate Dogg taking his time, taunting the crowd, but Daniel right on him. Ooh! Face first into the canvas. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nate Dogg. And I'm sure, as you can tell, Daniel enjoying just ripping apart Nate and Nick B here today. He just hates both of these men with a passion. Jumping clothesline there, but then a kick to the gut into a butterfly. Ooh, standing butterfly suplex down onto the mat. Daniel has to roll it outside the ring into the cover on Nate Dogg. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Intercontinental Champion. Misses the kick to the back again. Nate Dogg goes for the forearm to the back. Misses. Nick swings wildly into another Tiger Feint kick. The 619, dial it up. Back inside the ring. He is going to bring Nick back to his feet. And an Irish whip into the ropes. And now, ooh. Oh no. Sunset flip to the outside. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. What a move to the outside. Ooh, huge headbutt there by Dan. Picks up Nick B, and he's going to throw him back inside the ring. Nate Dogg with the sharp elbow to the face, goes for the leg drop, but Dan just stomping away at Nick B. Nick B throws him into the corner, overhead shots. Nate got a taunt. Huge boot by Daniel, and then a drop kick by Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg with some retarded offense, but into the cover one, kick out by the Intercontinental Champion. Now Daniel going to the top rope. He's calling for him. He wants him to get on his feet. Oh, went for the shoulder tackle, but a scoop slam instead. To the outside goes Daniel. Oh, shoulder to the gut. Another sunset flip to the outside. Sunset flip powerbomb. And he may have just ended Daniel's career with that move. Back in the ring goes Daniel. Back in comes Nate Dogg. All three competitors back in the ring. The kicks to the leg by Nate Dogg. And now a stare down by the two monsters. Oh, but now a running power slam by Nick B into the cover. Kick out immediately by Nate Dogg. The Intercontinental Champion will not stay down, but the monster that is Nick B going to continue to work over the champ. Straight shot to the side of the head. Nate Dogg to the outside. Nick B is going to follow him. Now all three competitors heading back inside the ring. Huge back elbows by Daniel. Knocks him to the ground. Huge boot knocks Daniel down. And now a jawbreaker by Daniel. Whipped into the corner is Nick B. And Daniel just standing there, maybe measuring up his opponent, or I don't know, deciding what to do next, but he's got to make a move. He has his opponent in prime position here to deliver that running forearm off the ropes. He's got to make a decision quickly. Nate Dogg recovering at ringside, and now back to his feet is the Intercontinental Champion. Daniel still has not made a move. Nate Dogg back in the ring, and he's going to go right. And now all three of them just standing there. Nick B recovers. Now to the other corner. Daniel going after him and going to stand there again. All three competitors just standing and staring. Nick B out of the corner and into another corner. And again, more staring. I don't know what the psychological advantage of this is, ladies and gentlemen. Nick B has just been thrown from post to post to post. But no offense has come out of this. And now Daniel going to whip him into the fourth and final post. And now more standing, and Nick B went for a kick, gets reversed into the previous corner. Oh, went for a shoulder tackle, and finally some offense going to be delivered, but a series of reversals in the corner. And now Daniel, went for the clubbing blow to the back, but no. And now a huge kick, and the hype driver. And now Daniel having another one of his famous mental breaks, just running at the ropes for no apparent, just running in place near the ropes for no apparent reason. Nate Dogg, I assume has had a similar break, because he has just stood there and watched all of this happen. Nick B just writhing on the ground in pain. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is happening, but finally Daniel goes after Nate Dogg, and boom, face first into the canvas. And that is broken up immediately by Nick B. Huge shoulder tackle to Daniel into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Daniel. So once again, a little bit of normalcy added to this match. Kick to the back, just Dan powers out of that. Oh, overhand shot by Nick B into the running power slam, and I think that's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, and Nick B has won his debut match. Not the best of matches, but again, you gotta give all three competitors their credit. They each had an opportunity to win this match, but Nick B just too big, too strong for both of the other competitors in this match. This reverse choke slam, absolutely nasty. Boom! Throwing face first into the canvas. I'm sure I'm going to hear bitching from Daniel again about how this is rigged, how he shouldn't have lost. I don't want to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. He had his opportunity to win. He didn't capitalize. He's a fucking joke and deserves to be where he is. 0-2 in competition. Don't at me with this rigged garbage. Nick B, standing tall. Incredible performance in his debut match on the new WWE Smackdown Live. And I'm sure that he will have be in title contention very, very soon. But enough about this triple threat match that was, it was pretty good. Some mental lapses by all the competitors in this match, but let's move on to our next matchup, shall we? We have the the current WWE champion, Aiden, getting ready to take on the debuting Brad in singles competition. Of course, Aiden looking to build momentum off of his successful WWE Championship defense at last night's Backlash pay-per-view. Brad looking to come in and spoil the fun and the moment of victory by making his debut and defeating the WWE Champion, looking to further his claim to having a title match. And if it's anything like the last one, the newcomer will have an edge over the already established competitor out of unfamiliarity. But, ladies and gentlemen, here comes your WWE Champion, Aiden, to the ring. A massive crowd favorite. I just know that everybody watching is a huge fan of Aiden as the WWE Champion. And from what I've heard, he plans on being the WWE Champion for as long as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your WWE Champion, and tonight he's going to look to make a statement at the hands of the debuting Brad. I am sure that the championship match, the momentum that he's bringing in from the championship defense last night, will be a huge factor in this matchup. But again, we can't know, because here comes the newest member of the Smackdown roster, Brad. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. It's Brad.
And his opponent from Toronto,
of course,
Ontario, Canada, weighing
a
in
very,
at
willing to throw
210
everything
pounds,
into the wind.
Brad
High risk, high reward type offense. Here tonight to try and take on the very high reward, low risk offense of the WWE Champion, Aiden, in what should be a very classic matchup of styles. Let's just get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. This should be a good one. And here we go. Aiden right out of the bat. A huge super kick to Brad, and now a cross body by Brad, taking the WWE Champion down. Huge kick to the back. Pulls him up to his feet, and again, ooh, crucifix. No cover there. But now back to his feet. Huge forearms, couple forearms. Up and over. Ooh, wrenching on that neck. This is as I think I can make him a little bit shorter, but not very much. I believe he's like maybe 2 inches from being the smallest that you can make a superstar in WWE 2K19. So just stomping away at the WWE Champion, and now working on that arm, just working over that arm, trying to take away the main weapon of the WWE Champion, that incredibly powerful discus clothesline that he likes to employ as his finisher. Now into the cover goes Brad. Not even a count of 1. You're gonna have to work harder to take down the WWE Champion. Ooh, look at that massive clothesline there from the WWE Champion. Cross body. Again, I love the fun that's happening in the live chat. This is what we can expect. Oh, and a huge swanton bomb to the WWE Champion. Into the cover he goes. Ref 1, 2, and a kick out from the WWE Champion. The fun in the chat is what you can expect every day that we stream the new WWE Smackdown live. Jawbreaker to Brad, and now a Hurricane Rana by our WWE Champion. Oof, huge overhand strike into the, face first onto those ropes, just driving the air out. And now look at this, discus, reverses the discus clothesline, huge forearm. Brad getting out of the way of that huge discus clothesline. And now just working that side headlock to maximum effect. Oh, and now a huge, on a huge choke suplex, choking suplex? Whatever. Just a power move there by the WWE Champion into the cover. 1, kick out by Brad, and Brad proving he's not going to go away easily. He is no Willie the Wheel. He will not be put away in 30 seconds or less. Huge boot to the stomach. Ooh, and a nice super kick. What is this I hear in chat? David, you are David Spade chants? Yes, that is what I'm hearing. And now Aiden with a huge stomp to the gut of Brad. And now the slow, methodical pace of the WWE Champion. Ooh, punch right below the belt there. The referee didn't catch it, but a huge crossbody into the cover by Brad. 1, 2, and a kick out. Oh, misses the drop kick to the back of the head. Misses the super kick into a massive DDT. Kick to the back of the neck, and now to the top rope will go Brad, looking for another swanton perhaps. And he hits it into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Brad has won his debut match against the WWE Champion. Where Daniel could not get it done, Brad has succeeded. What a match. What a moment here for the debut of Brad as he knocks off the WWE Champion. Oh my goodness. A couple times you thought it just looked as though Aiden, the WWE Champion, couldn't get going. Just couldn't get his momentum against the young upstart Brad. And Brad hits 2 Swanton bombs on the WWE Champion and puts him down for the count. You've got to think that this will go a long way in getting Brad a WWE Championship opportunity in the future, as the enigma that is Brad has won his debut match on the new WWE Smackdown Live. Wow. What an amazing victory for Brad, and a stunning defeat for our WWE Champion, who will have to take a look at this one as he contemplates going forward what he's going to have to do. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop talking about this upset, this fantastic upset victory, and we turn our attention to the main event. The WWE Smackdown Live Women's Champion Shan taking on the debuting Kelsey. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you right now that this is not going to be a walk in the park for our Smackdown Live Women's Champion. Kelsey is a big, bad, bruising opponent, and Shan had better have brought her lunchbox, because this is going to be a long competitive match, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a fight. Of course, Kelsey, one of many new women's wrestlers signed to SmackDown Live. And of course, her first match has got to be against the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Shan, coming off that huge victory over Rosalie last night at Backlash. Of course, the women's division looking up every day, looking more and more competitive, and I'm sure that soon enough we will have our first SmackDown Live Women's Championship defense, whether that be on our next pay-per-view or whether that be on SmackDown Live. We're going to continue to bring you the best in women's wrestling that we can. No, that is absolutely correct. In the chat, Teddy Long, your general manager of SmackDown Live. That is yours truly, who is the general manager of SmackDown Live, and I will bring you tag team matches, but not this week. Of course, the tag team division, is going through a little bit some changes, but let's talk about Kelsey coming to the ring. Big country. She is a blue-collared, no joking around. She is going to hit you and hit you hard, and tonight she's looking to take down the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Shan in singles competition. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen, so strap in for what is sure to be one hell of a fight. And what a clothesline from Kelsey. Misses the kick to the back. Oh, but a backstabber by Shan. Into the massive kick to the gut. And targeting the arm. Nice deep arm drag there by Kelsey. And now she's going to take her opponent into the corner and repeatedly just pushing her head into that top turnbuckle. It's a good thing that the new Smackdown Live has a really good concussion protocol. We're going to have to take a look at that after the action has concluded in the ring. Nice Hurricane Rana there, and now into a massive reverse DDT. And now, elevated drop kick straight on the button. Now taking control of Kelsey, gonna take her to the center of the ring. Nice elbow. To get out of that one, throwing fists now. Misses the Enziguri, and now against the ropes. And now taken outside of the ring, and we may get some tables here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But it's just throwing vicious strikes back and forth. Elevated drop kick to the face. And now just our nice Hurricane Rana on the outside. And now Shan gonna talk to the crowd, get the crowd support behind her. And now into the fireman's carry, over to the ring steps, and face first off of the ring apron. Back inside the ring goes Kelsey and Shan. Into the cover, kick out. And ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that next week, the newly renamed team of Nick T and Christian CN Tower will be in action when they face off against the Brotherhood, Zano and Orantis in a tag team tables match. Oh, what a flippin' DDT. 1, 2, kick out. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first confirmed match for next week's Smackdown Live is CN Tower, Christian, and Nick T in tag team tables match against the Brotherhood, Zano, and Orantis in what is going to be an absolute... I don't even have the words to describe what kind of chaos that match is going to be. Shan now putting Kelsey up on the shoulder. Dropping her down on those ring ropes. Nice flip by Shan. And now tilt-a-whirl neck breaker by Shan. Nice arm drag there by Kelsey. Straight shot to the face. And now once again into the corner, just mashing that face into the top turnbuckle. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you want it, you've got it. We can, next week, we will also see, you know what, I'll confirm it right now. We're going to have Nick B versus Nick Everett singles competition next week. Right here on SmackDown Live. That's 2 matches confirmed for next week. So make sure that you tune in as boom, just straight super kick party by our women's champion to Kelsey. Bang! And yes, as always, next week on SmackDown, you will see Daniel lose another match because he's not good. He's never good. He needs to get good. Scrub into the cover goes Shan. 1, 2, and kick out by Kelsey. The women's champion with the floating double stomp to the midsection of Kelsey, and missing that flying leg drop. Kelsey now taunting as Shan rolls to the outside. Perhaps looking for that armbar was Kelsey, but now a straight shot knocks her off the ring apron. Kelsey to the top rope. And now Kelsey going to dive. Misses the drop kick, and that looked painful. We're going to have to check on her after the match. A huge Hurricane Rana now by Shan. And into the power slam position. Oof, face first off the ring apron. Shan getting the support of the crowd behind her. And unfortunately for the chat, this ain't your mama and dada's WWE. We ain't just gonna throw the steel cage stipulation out there like it's nothing. We're gonna wait for rivalries that actually need it. I'm not some out of touch old man, so no, I cannot do that. Steel cage for next week, but keep your eyes on the future. There will be steel cages. I guarantee you there will be steel cage matches in the future. As we get back here to competition. Shan whipping Kelsey into the corner. Ooh, a huge back elbow by Kelsey into a powerbomb position. Oof, down into the cover. 1, 2, kick out into the Boston Crab. Somewhere, Nick T is yelling about gimmick infringement. But right now, Shan has somehow survived that massive power bomb and that Boston Crab. Now trying to gain some momentum against Big Country Kelsey. Ooh, what a double leg takedown. Kelsey talking to the crowd. And now Kelsey going to the top rope. Oh, misses the splash. Shan rolls out of the way into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, exciting women's action here tonight. Ooh, massive back elbow to the face. Outside of the ring goes Shan. And now Kelsey beating the chest. Alright, I'm just getting news from backstage that Nick T is fine with the Boston Crab being used, as that's not the version that he uses. So we're all good. We've avoided the gimmick infringement lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very thankful for that. And a super kick party here by our women's champion. Now, gonna go to the top rope, looking for that float over stomp. Oh, she went for a huge leg drop, but Kelsey rolls out of the way. Now I'm going to pick up the women's champion and throw her to the outside. Again, I'm not sure what the psychology behind this is. You can only win the match by pinfall or submission inside the ring. And if Kelsey's looking to build her resume to a women's championship match, she's got to beat the women's champion clean. She can't win via countout or via disqualification. But now going to the outside and just mauling our women's champion. But Shan reverses. Huge drop kick by Shan. Ooh, misses the forearm. Kick to the gut there by Kelsey. And now Kelsey getting back in the ring. Shan quickly in behind her. Oh my goodness, the Couve Magrat. 1, 2, and 3. And Kelsey has won her debut match here on the new WWE Smackdown Live, upsetting our Smackdown Live Women's Champion. What a match. I thought our women's champion had this in the bag after the couple super kick parties. But Kelsey just too much here tonight. Maybe the action on the outside or whatnot, but a tremendous matchup on both counts. Both competitors taking every opportunity that they could to win, to try and win this matchup. But unfortunately, no. But again, some news for you next week. Emily will be in competition next week here on SmackDown Live. She has signed to the roster. She was supposed to debut tonight as the valet to Daniel, but unfortunately we couldn't squeeze her in due to the triple threat rules. So next week, yes, you will see the in-ring debut of Emily. Yes, I know everybody's excited. We had a whole bunch of chants about it in the chat last week, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we just couldn't squeeze the show. But next week, we will see the in-ring debut of M. Uh, so next week, remember, we have the CN Tower versus the Brotherhood in a tables tag team match. And we are going to have Nick Everett taking on Nick B in singles competition, as well as the in-ring debut of Emily. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support again. Uh, keep it tuned in to this channel, because we're going to be doing SmackDown live streams every day around 3 o'clock Atlantic time. So keep tuning in. Really appreciate the support and everything, and keep just sending me ideas for more roster members or more matchups that you want to see. Of course, just keep tuned in. I love being live in chat with you guys when we're streaming this, and I love hearing from all my friends. I know it's only my friends in the chat, so I love hearing from you guys in the chat and seeing the jokes and everything going on in the chat. And so just keep tuning in. We'll do this again tomorrow. Next week's SmackDown Live will happen tomorrow. And we got a massive show for you guys then. So keep tuned in, and thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.